Okay, so since circulatory system is another important topic in context to the AWES exam, so today we are going to talk about human heart and its structure and some important components. So let's quickly do that. First, the human heart is four-chambered and it's a conical and muscular in shape. Definitely it has the outer protective layer which is called pericardium. So the outer protective layer is the pericardium. And since our heart has four chambers, if I just roughly divide it, so the four chambers are called right atrium. This is your right ventricle. This is left atrium. And this is left ventricle. Now the pericardium, the outer layer that you are seeing, is already divided into two categories. The outer layer is called the fibrous pericardium. So this blue one is the fibrous pericardium. And the inner one is called the serosa pericardium. This inner one. So inner one has two layers, one in the outer side and another the inner side. So both these two side of layers are called serosa pericardium. Now other than this, in between the chambers, right atrium and right ventricle, there is a valve present over here. This valve has three openings as you can see. So therefore it is called tricuspid valve. And in this also we have valves which has two openings. Therefore it is called bicuspid valve, or you can call it mitral valve. So either the name is bicuspid or the name is mitral. Then definitely other part of heart, if I just try to show you. So the heart has there is this serosa pericardium. The internal serosa pericardium is very closely attached to the heart muscle. As you can see the pink lining, right? So this one is called the epicardium. Okay. Then internally the heart is lined with some thick muscle. The entire chamber is made up of this thick muscle that you are. So the entire chamber, that's I'm drawing, right? This is called myocardium. This is the another layer which is myocardium. So epicardium, myocardium, and then the internal layer is called the endocardium, which I will show with some this internal light blue color that I'm drawing. It is called endocardium. This central line of division is called septum, that divide the heart into left and right. The myocardium of these ventricles are thicker. So in these ventricles you have the ridges of the muscles which are called trachenoid cord. Trachenoid cord. Then if I try to show you some other points as well. So this tricuspid valve, from there as fibers originate. These fibers are called chordae tendineae, that attach to the ridges of these muscles by a specific cell called papillary cell. These are the papillary cell, and this is called the chordae tendineae. The fibers that originate and attach to these ridges of muscles, right, is called the chordae tendineae, and they are attached by a specific cells which are called papillary cells. So now I will show you how the blood circulates in the human heart. So this part is called the vena cava, or the largest vein, that brings the deoxygenated blood from the vena cava to the right atrium of the heart. So the right atrium receives the deoxygenated blood. Then this deoxygenated blood will through this tricuspid valve enter to the right ventricle. This blood is still deoxygenated. When the ventricles get completely filled with the deoxygenated blood, then from the right ventricle, the blood goes directly to the pulmonary artery. So this is a pulmonary artery, PA, right? This is called pulmonary artery. and pulmonary artery will take the blood to the lungs for purification. So here it goes to the lungs through the pulmonary artery, and once the blood get purified, then the pure blood or oxygenated blood enter to the pulmonary vein. Through the pulmonary vein it enters to the left atrium, then via the valves it enter into left ventricle, and the left ventricle will pump the blood to the aorta. This one is aorta, which is the largest artery, and aorta will take the blood to all part of the body. So this is a circulation of blood in heart. Other than this, if you see in the right chamber, there is a pacemaker which is called SA node, sinoatrial node. It maintains heartbeat, and it also maintains the electrical impulse of the heart. Similarly, in the same right chamber, in the between the atria and the ventricle, or you can say interatrial septum, we have AV node. So this is called AV node. It delays the contraction of the ventricle. So AV, it delays contraction of ventricles, so that the atria and ventricles do not contract simultaneously. That's the purpose. So when the heart get completely filled with the blood, right? So how does this chamber know? How does the right atrium know that it get filled with blood? So that signal is sent by SA node. SA node send the signal to the AV node once the chamber get completely filled with the blood. Then this AV node will send the signal to the bundle of His or Purkinje fibers that originate, and these Purkinje fibers give message to the ventricles to contract and then send the blood to the respective channel. Okay, so that's what. So this is called Purkinje fibers, or you can say bundle of His. So when SA node activated, it send the message to the AV node, and AV node will send the message to the bundle of His. Bundle of His will send the message to the ventricles, and then the contraction of the ventricles happen to send the blood to the respective channels. Okay. Now we talk about valves. So here one valve is present between atrium and ventricle, right? This is a tricuspid, and this is a bicuspid valve, which is also called mitral valve. Other than that, we also have semilunar valves. One is present over here, another valve is present over here in the pulmonary artery and aorta. So the valves that are present in pulmonary artery and aorta are called semilunar valves. These valves are nothing, so yeah, I'm just writing them. It's called semilunar valves. In the aorta that originate from left ventricle, and the pulmonary artery that originates from right ventricle, they have these valves, right? These are called semilunar valves. And the function of the valves protect the backflow of blood. It doesn't let the blood flow backward direction. So backflow of blood is protected. That's why we have the valves. So this is the valves that are present in heart. Other than that, valves are also present in veins. Not in arteries, but in veins. In veins, valves are present. Now we talk about circulation. So human heart shows double circulation. As you know, the blood enters and exits twice in the human heart. Therefore, it is called double circulation. So once the deoxygenated blood enters through the vena cava, passing through the tricuspid, then to the right ventricle, and then to the pulmonary artery, right? So this is one circulation of blood. Then the blood get purified in the lungs. We have a lungs over here from where the blood get purified, and the another circulation starts, which passes from the left ventricle to the aorta and then to the body. So one circulation is taking the pure blood into the body, another circulation is taking the impure blood to the lungs for purification, right? So the circulation that taking the blood to the lungs is called pulmonary circulation. So blue line indicates, or I will say like this, blue line is indicating pulmonary circulation. Double circulation is categorized into pulmonary and systemic. So blue line is indicating pulmonary circulation and red line is indicating systemic circulation. I hope that's clear. So if I show you the pathway for pulmonary circulation, so pulmonary circulation is blue one, so it starts with the vena cava. Then vena cava send the blood to the right atrium, then to the valve, tricuspid valve, then to right ventricle, then to pulmonary artery, then to lungs, right? So this blue line indicates pulmonary circulation. Now if I show you systemic circulation, so from lungs the blood again goes to pulmonary vein, then it goes to left atrium, then bicuspid valve, then left ventricle, then aorta. And aorta will take the pure blood to the body and the deoxygenated blood from the body again into this pulmonary circulation. So here this is a systemic circulation and this is a pulmonary circulation, right? So here if I write the name, this is left atrium, left ventricle and aorta. Red line shows the systemic circulation and the blue line is showing you right atrium, right ventricle and pulmonary artery. Let's call it double circulation. 2 times the blood enters, 2 times the blood exit. So just revise. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Next class I'll bring some questions on it. Meanwhile, please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.